Welcome to 4.5's Math Moment. Today students focused on finding the surface area of pyramids. So we've looked at finding the surface area of rectangular prisms, we've looked at finding the surface area of cubes, and we've also looked at finding the surface area of other shaped prisms. So pentagonal prisms, octagonal prisms, square prisms, lots of other things. But what we're going to focus on today is pyramids. So shapes that are 3D that come to one tip-top point or one vertex. Alright, so the first one we're looking at is called a square pyramid because it has a square on the bottom and then it has triangles that come up on the top. So just like the strategy that I referred to in 4.3, because we're working with different shapes, I have the students identify what two shapes we're working with. And in this case, we're working with a square on the bottom, and then because a square has four sides, we have four triangles that are going to come up to one point at the top. So once we've identified what shapes we're working with, we need to figure out how many of each shapes we have. So I know that I have one square, it's just on the bottom, and then because a square has four sides, I know that I have four triangles that are going to be going up to one tip-top point. So I have four triangles there. So the first thing I'm going to do, I always like to get rid of just the one first, so it's kind of done and out of the way. I know that with a square, to find the area of a square, I just have to take length times width. So length times width for this problem, because it's a square, they have the same side. Sides are equal. So I'm just going to take 4 times 4, which would give me 16. 16 is the area of the square, and I'm done with the square. Now, I need to find the area of a triangle. If I find the area of one triangle, then I can multiply it by 4 and find the area of all of the triangles I'm working with. So I'm just going to focus on one. My formula for finding the area of a triangle is a base times height divided by 2. In this problem, my base is 4. Oops, sorry about that. Base times height divided by 2. So my base is 4, my height is 5, and then I'll have to take that divided by 2. 4 times 5 is 20. When I take 20 divided by 2, I get 10. Now, I don't want to circle 10 and say my answer for triangles is 10 because I have 4 of them. So I have to take 10 times 4 because 10 is just the area of one triangle. So if I take 10 times 4, I know using mental math that that is 40, and I've taken care of all 4 of my triangles. Now all I have left to do is add my circled numbers. 40 plus 16 is 56 feet. Because I'm working with surface area, I'm going to square my units, 56 feet squared. Example 2, I'm working with a triangular pyramid. I know that because I have a triangle at the bottom, and then it comes to one tip-top point, which is how we know that it's a pyramid. Alright, so we are going to be working with all triangles with this shape because I've got a triangle on the bottom and 3 triangles that come up to the top. So to differentiate between which triangle I'm working with is still important because I have different dimensions that I'm going to be working with. So I tell the students to decide which one is the bottom triangle, how many of those do you have, that would be 1, and then talk about the side triangles and think how many of those you have. Side triangles I have 3 because if the bottom is a 3-sided shape, I only need 3 sides to make that a complete 3D shape. So I just need to find the area of the one bottom triangle and the area of 3 side triangles. So I'm going to start with the one on the bottom. I see that the base is 12 while the height is 10. My formula for finding the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So I'm going to take 12 times 10 divided by 2. 12 times 10 is 120. 120 divided by 2 is 60. So I know that the bottom one triangle is 60. Now I need to find the area of one of the side triangles, then I can just multiply it by 3 to find the area of all of the side triangles. So the base is still 12, and the height here is 3. So I'm going to take base times height divided by 2. I'm going to take 12 times 3 divided by 2. I know using mental math that 12 times 3 is 36. And then students might need to take 36 divided by 2 to help them find out that that is 18. So 36 divided by 2 equals 18. I don't want to circle 18 because I have 3 of those side triangles, and only one of them is 18. So I need to take 18 times 3 to be able to circle that answer and add it with my 60. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. Now I get to circle it, cross out my 3, and all I have left is to add these two together. 60 plus 54 is 114. I'm working in feet, and because this is surface area, I'm going to square my units. If you have any questions about finding the surface area of pyramids, make sure to see your math teacher.